I'll suggest this on the front end of this, that I don't think we are some 2,000 years in a different culture, different time, different place. I don't think we're vulnerable to the same extra ingredient that was being added to the gospel in their day. And so what that means is we can read through this letter and see what they were dealing with and go, oh yeah, it can kind of just be an intellectual exercise where we see what they were dealing with and say, oh yeah, we're not vulnerable to that. Come on. But here's the thing. In every time, in every place, in the 2,000 years since Jesus' resurrection, in every people, every place, every local expression of the church, every community expression of the church, we have a propensity, we have things that we're vulnerable to either things that we add to the gospel or things that we leave out. And so that's the heart behind this whole series, is that we would take the time and the humility to say, okay, what's happening in Galatia and what's happening today among us? Have we added anything to the gospel? Have we left anything out? What's the gospel that we're living from? What's the gospel that we're projecting to the world around us? Is it a pure and undistorted gospel? Is it actually good news? Or is it in some way distorted? Is it twisted? Is it contaminated? So we're going to get into Paul's letter. We're going to get a chance to do that, but I just want to ask you on the front end, again, if you're joining here on campus, if you're joining online, this can't be just an intellectual exercise about what happened in Galatia 2,000 years ago. We're going to ask God to instruct our minds and to awaken our hearts and to inform our spirit so that we too can say, God, would you help us to live out the gospel in a way that is truly good news to us, to one another, to our community, to our world.